Hey, I wanted to show you a way to use distance and bearing shortcuts. So I've got a small job. It's got 3 points in it. Let's look at the CAD view. You'll see I've got a southwest corner and a northwest corner of a section, and then I've got the south quarter. For whatever reason, I'd like to put a new calculated point north of point number 2. That's the south quarter, and I'd like to have it align with the west line of the section and be half the distance between the southwest corner and the northwest corner. So I could inverse between these points and write down the bearing between 3 and 5, but there's a much easier way to do this. So let's go back and go to Tools and then Offset Distance. Now we want our starting point to be point number 2, and we'd like the distance to be 1/2 the distance between points 3 and 5. So we can type in 3 comma 5. That'll calculate the distance between 3 and 5, and then we need to divide it by 2. And you'll see when I tab out of that field, it computes 2641.578. which looks about right. Now we want the vertical offset distance to be 0, and we want the bearing to align with the west side of the section. So that's the bearing from point 3 to 5. Again, I'll press the tab button there, and it computes north 1 degree, 21 minutes, 18.710 seconds west. So I'll click on Calculate, and I'm going to save that as point 1001. I could stake it out directly without storing the point, but in this case I want to store another point. I'll click on Save, and then I'll show you if we come back to Survey and CAD View, you can see that that new point, 1001, is about midway. Looks like it's exactly midway between 3 and 5, and it's the same bearing from 2 to 5. So those are shortcuts for distance and bearing. I'll see you in the next video.